be quiet.
Oh, wait a minute. There ain't no intro. You know what I'm saying? We right back to
And we're starting. And look,
we usually start different. You know what I'm saying?
everybody, we are so happy here today. Oh my God. Brown sugar, babe. Hey, again, I'm just saying, I am so happy to have Aleecia be here. Brown Sugar Co. Everyone clap it up. Come on.
Hey
Very
y'all.
special guest.
Welcome.
Woo, this is the Steady Paper Podcast. I'm your boy, I am JDiggs, and my guy.
It's your boy Shard. What's good, y'all?
Hey y'all.
We have
And
a
yes,
great
we have a very special guest here today. We have Aleecia of Brown Sugar Co., former coworker of mine. I was just telling her, we worked together for a brief time, I would say. And in that brief time, she made a super lasting impact, giving me a bunch of tips. You know what I'm saying? She's practicing holistic wellness. She really poured into me, like straight up, to make sure I could keep a job. You know what I'm saying? So
Ain't
I have
that
to give her
something?
all
I'm
kudos.
saying.
Yeah, I ain't lying.
And
Like
somebody,
it's
we promoted everything. Look at that.
absolutely.
One-
So, you know what I'm
thank
saying?
you,
I'm
thank
moving
you,
on to
my
better
guy
things.
employed. Thank you.
It takes a village. It really takes a village, man. But yes, we worked together, and seeing her, her profile, her businesses, I was really drawn to it. Before I even
Thank
started,
you.
Steady Paper, before we started it, Jay, like I would see her business, and I would look at her engagement and her model, and all of these beautiful images and these products, and just the detail on
Thanks.
the website. Yeah, I can honestly say it was a really inspiration, and that's why I was like, you have to be one of the first people. So definitely welcome to the
Thank you.
platform.
For sure. Presentation is key. I mean, if you go to her IG, Brown Sugar underscore Co, go get there, like, share, subscribe, follow her. Hey,
Yeah.
Aleecia, thank you so much.
All that, you know what I'm saying?
Thank
Do that
you.
before you follow us, goddamn it. Like, hey, get her right, man. Get her right. And then come back. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
come back.
Like, share,
Full circle.
subscribe,
Yeah.
all that good stuff. Like, Aleecia, I was looking around and, correct me if I'm wrong, but you started this company in 2020. Is that right?
Yeah, so I officially started in 2020. I started to actually, I started my Instagram page in 2019, like the end of November.
Yeah.
And then it peaked off and kicked off as far as like full website, everything products, in 2020. I feel like March 2020 when we shut down for COVID.
Mm. What gave you the
Yeah.
inspiration to go with like holistic wellness? And I know you have a Caribbean background, a little
Yeah.
biased, and a lot of time around the
You
Guyanese peoples, you know what I'm saying? Shout out
exactly. So you already know. You
Georgetown
already
on there. I
know.
see you.
You
But
already-
yeah, I feel like it was probably already in you, but what made you be like, hey, this is the vehicle? And is this like your first kind of like venture into business?
So basically, like you said, I'm Caribbean, so I grew up in a Guyanese household, first generation American. So like every Sunday, you gotta drink your herbs and your bitters and your this and your cod liver oil, all that stuff. But as I got older, I just kind of fell off of it. And then I had my son, and I was kind of thinking about like alternative things besides medicine to give him, and what else I could possibly do. So I fell down kind of like a rabbit hole, and it's funny because during this time, I think I started to hear about yoni steams a lot. And I went to try to see where I can get the service. And in the midst of me Googling the service, I was like, well, how do you even become certified in this anyway? So then I fell down another rabbit hole, found a school and joined the school, did all the things. And there was one chapter in particular where they were talking about different herbal blends. And I was just so infatuated with what different herbs can do. And I'm like, wait, this herb does this and this herb does that. And that kind of just had me like in a loop. So I think that's just how I started to kick things off. And it's so funny because in 2019, towards the end, I started talking about elderberry syrup a lot. It was elderberry syrup,
Ooh, I
no,
love me some
elderberry first. Right. So it was elderberry first, and then it was raspberry leaf tea, which is good just for your uterine health. And I was talking about it all the time. I was like, your immunity system, and blah, blah. And then COVID hit, and everybody was like, so what's the herbs you were talking about again for your immune system? And I remember that I remember going and watching Good Morning America, and Dr. Oz mentioned elderberry. And I was like, oh, we're on to something. And before that, I was selling like the loose herbs for like 20. I was selling so many herbs for like $20, y'all. Like I was literally going to the negative. I didn't know anything about pricing. And I made so many excuses about bottling it up. And I was like, I just don't have the time. I just COVID happened in a month, in a week. I had bottles, I had a website, I had labels, I had everything that I just swore I didn't have time for.
That
And it just kicked off like that. Like,
now
yeah.
this is the beginnings right here of ground floor stories and penthouse energy. That's exactly what's happening. So this is all in the pando. This is like the heart of
Yeah.
the pandemic.
Literally like the beginning of the pandemic. And in the beginning we didn't really know anything. So all we just knew was like immunity systems, wash your hands,
Mhm.
mask, so everybody was
Yeah,
like,
like, that's it.
nobody wanted to get sick. And everybody just remembered me talking about elderberry and like me making my own blends and selling the blends. So like I had people calling me to remind them how to make it because they still had my herbs. And other people were like, oh, I need some, I need some. So I'm like, this is the time where I can just be bottling it up and making it as a syrup and selling it to people. And when I launched, I sold out that weekend. So I launched like on a Friday and I sold out. I sold my last bottle like that Monday.
Man, it's like Frank Lucas, or you had your own snowfall.
Listen, I wish. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get some Frank Lucas money.
Hey, the power
That's
of the
next
right,
on the list.
the right thing at the right time for sure. Because I was in my
Yeah.
head, I wish I was following you during this pandemic. $20, man, give me about
Literally, I'm
all of those. You know what I'm saying? Stack up real quick, but yeah,
exactly.
no, that is absolutely amazing, and
Yeah.
a good testament to also having the hustle in you. Like I've assumed you've probably been like this for a while, where it's like, hey, like
No, I wasn't.
no, oh,
No.
tell me more, tell
That's
me
the
more.
crazy thing.
Yeah, I want to know that because like elderberry has like so many different use cases that you can do with that. Like you
Yeah.
can use it for your face. It's not this invasive. You can it's topical too. So it's just like,
Yeah.
how'd you become a chemist, a mad scientist?
So it's weird because like you said, like I never really had I don't think I've ever had the hustling spirit in me. I just feel like I was always the person that was just like somebody hand it to me. I don't know if I gotta work too hard. I don't know, you
Tapping
know.
out, yeah.
So right. So when this happened, I was just kind of like doing what I enjoyed. I didn't really start educating myself yet as far as like pricing and what to do. So same thing with the herbs and these blends. Like I didn't really know too much until I started educating myself on like, okay, what else can you mix with elderberry? It's like, okay, I heard about rose hip. What does rose hip do? Like that has vitamin C. Vitamin C helps your immune system. Like, I would just start Googling and Googling and Googling. And that's when I actually in the top of the year, I joined it's called Herbal Academy and I did their beginner herbal class. I mean like their course. That felt like I was back in college. Like we're talking
Yeah.
about like nervous systems, all of that. But that's when I really like understood what herbs do what. Like what's a aversion to this. And if you have this pain, this can do this. Like that's when I really started to educate. So that helps me create the blends that I create now.
Okay, okay. I have a question here, and
Yes.
this is for all the viewers. This is for the chat. We got Brown Sugar Co. Aleecia in the building.
Yes.
What is Brown Sugar Co.?
So I created the word Brown Sugar Co. as a name for the company because my favorite movie of all time is Brown Sugar. So I was
Oh,
like, that was my favorite movie of all time. And it just was really fitting. And I didn't want to do like brown sugar. And people think it's like brown sugar company. It's just Co. I mean, so it's just like, but that was just like my go-to. And then some people, if they pay attention to like my body care lines, like those names are also off of like either a movie, my favorite movie, or like favorite songs. So
mhm.
we have like Good Days, which is like a scissor. The men's line was Goodfellas because I love the second favorite movie is Goodfellas. So it's like to me, that's just the epitome when I think about a men's line is Goodfellas. Like
Yeah.
so, yeah, that's how I got the name.
Shard City. We got a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I already knew. I already knew. Like, yeah, looking at your products, like I said, a lot of them have very beautiful imagery. Like what really captured me and what I think captures a lot of people, especially on social media, is the way you're able to capture it. Like, is that something that, you pretty much kind of did yourself? Us working on our platform, we've ended up doing a lot of like photography and like B-roll shots and like, hey, let's figure it out, and making it work.
Mhm.
When I see yours, it looks like a professional has pretty much curated, your entire
Thank
Instagram. Like,
you.
how did that come about in terms of outsourcing and really scaling up to get a really
Mhm.
good follower count that you have?
That's actually a really good question. So I love anything aesthetics. I always joke and say, like, when I hear a song, I hear like I see a music video in my head. So prior to like me really like tapping into my business, or like when reels started to become a thing, like I would make reels based off of like what I envisioned in my head, what I see in my head, how the beat changes, things like that. So I started to realize how creative I was around this time when it came to me like making my own labels. Like all the designs of my labels, I make myself.
Mhm.
Everything I've either shot myself or filmed myself. The only thing that I have not shot myself, which I actually had a professional come in, was the men's line, because I had a vision that I knew I personally probably could not do myself. And I
Yeah.
think now I'm in the space where I love to record, I love to take my pictures, I love to create my labels, but I feel like the vision I had is bigger than my skill set right now. So I may have to start getting some more outsourcing or another professional photographer, but everything I do myself. And I feel like that's kind of my favorite part, is how creative I can get. Like my first rebrand, I remember, and it was me introducing my body care products. I forgot what year it was, like 2021 or 22 or something like that. Um, I had a Walmart sheet on tacked on the wall, Walmart sheet on the floor, and didn't have a tripod, so I would like taped my phone on like some boxes, and I just like, all right, everything I film is going to be in this same IG filter, and I'm gonna have the same song playing in the background so I can stay in the zone, and I'm gonna just record. And
Yeah.
literally, it turned out to be probably one of the best like introductory reels that I made, and from there, that's when I started to get even more creative about how I wanted to like launch my stuff. So, yeah.
Woo! I mean, dropping gems for real. Because hey, I'm like Jay. Hey, write this down, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Literally.
Oh my God, Aleecia, we're gonna throughout this whole interview, like we just want to give you your flowers. You know, we think you're
Thank
dope. We think
you.
you're doing great things in the community. You know, the Black
Thank you.
community. You know, the advocacy that you're doing. I got a question for you, and my
Yes.
question, you know, I'm listening to you. I'm like, man, I'm like really leaning in here. Is this like what advice that people gave you at the start that
Mm.
you now wish that you did not listen to?
Okay, that's a good one to not listen to.
Did not.
Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm trying to think that I should not have listened to.
Yeah,
Ugh. I think,
you got a lot.
see, it might be, but one in particular, because, and it's still kind of the advice that I still get sometimes, but I feel like how my business works, I don't think it'll be beneficial for me. But because I have so many products, somebody told me, like, just focus on promoting one thing for 2 months, like for 3 months, just talk about one thing, because it can be overwhelming to skip from this to this to this, that. And I don't think that that works for me. I don't think that that is my portion, because I think a lot of my stuff goes together, and I can push maybe a line, but I don't think it will work for me to just do one product for 3 months. Now, when I was just had two products, elderberry and raspberry leaf tea, of course I can talk about them too all
Okay.
day, but I got literally like 10 plus products now, so that's probably the one thing, that the first thing that comes to my mind. That's a really good question. I hope something else comes to my mind so I can circle back to this, because I know somebody probably gave me some damn advice that I shouldn't have
Come
listened to.
back and tell us. Come back and
Oh,
tell us.
I know. I
Oh,
know.
come on.
So, financial people, make sure you get the right finance person. And I did not know a lot about like taxes, LLC, all that stuff, and what I could actually do with everything. And I listened to this one lady that swore she knew everything about finances, and it just did not work. She didn't tell me any rules. Like when I used to ask her certain questions about like the difference between an EIN number and this, she would literally be like, well, why do you need to know that? It's like, it's my business. So I would say listening to her financial advice and trusting her to handle my financial tax information, that wasn't the best. Because I did give me a little PP loan, but I could have got me a more for that PPP loan. You know, it was forgiven. They're not coming after me, but I could have got some more. I could
We're
have
going
got
straight to
some.
a break. We'll be
It
back
was
after
forgiven,
these
y'all.
songs.
It was forgiven. They ain't coming after me, but I could have got more. But that's a different story for a different time.
I think someone's
You
knocking on your
know.
door.
Yeah, and we back, y'all. We so happy to be back. You know what I'm saying? We
And,
just,
and Alicia's back.
I
Aleecia is
am. I am. I
Yeah,
am.
she went to go check the door,
Listen.
and it was just DoorDash. So we're okay.
Listen, we good.
it
We're
was just
safe,
a blessing
y'all.
that came. It
We
was just a
safe.
blessing. So yes, Aleecia, it has been great hearing your perspective. I'm sure we're going to hear so much from you, but I
Yes,
would
this
love
was
to
fun.
introduce you in our little ecosystem and talk
Hmm.
about some of the steady paper ways. So we have
Okay.
one thing that we call off the top, and it's
Hmm.
30 seconds of a raw, unfiltered opinion that you may have. It can be regarding anything, but it has to be something that is truly near and dear to your heart, that you will be on the stump fighting for. So yes, love to give you a little bit of time. See that. What's on the mind of Aleecia?
All right. So, unfiltered opinion that I got. I feel like Tupac is very overrated. I feel like a lot of people give my good girl Leah too much credit. If she was still alive, R.I.P. to Leah. Um, I feel like Beyonce is the greatest of all time. If you do not like Beyonce, I feel like you are a legit hater. That's just my opinion. Um, I feel like Kanye is a little crazy, but not too crazy. I feel like he be knowing what he's talking about, but because they already made him crazy, now
Mm,
we think everything he says is crazy. So I'm a conspiracy theorist, so we can go deep dive in this. But I'm gonna stop right there. Those are all like my top opinions right now.
is that you know
What?
that 30 seconds might get us to the moon, Alicia.
Oh my God.
I'm
Okay,
just,
all right. I
Hey,
gotta know.
that was some of the wildest opinion I've heard. I
I'm
love
just,
That was truly off the top.
yeah. That was really, yeah. It was off the top. That was the first thing I was like,
That's wild.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Should we unpack? You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot to unpack.
Every
Yeah,
statement was a
we could, we
banger.
could,
You
we
know what
could,
I'm
we could unpack it if we
saying?
like. Pick
Uh,
whichever one. We could unpack.
that was wild. Well,
Let's
first
start
of
with
all,
some of the safer ones. I can't
Okay,
agree.
so
Beyonce is up there for sure. If she's a GOAT candidate, so by off default, yeah, she's one
all
of the
right.
best to ever do it.
yes.
Now there's some people out there. They ride or die, stand with the Swifties. Where do you rank? Is she up there with you? If, like,
I'm
nah,
not a
just be
Swiftie.
real.
I'm not a Swiftie. I'm
Beehive,
not. But see, this is what I will say.
beehive.
I'm not a Swiftie hater because I feel like she knows how to write a few songs, but I'm not a Swiftie. But Beyonce, I feel like I can understand, like, oh, I'm not a big Beyonce fan as far as her songs, but if you just don't like Beyonce, you are a hater. It's in your
Yeah,
spirit. I don't want you around me.
you don't like R&B, and I think to be able to dominate multiple genres too, like that kind of shows,
The
she's up
work
there.
ethic is
She's up there
crazy.
with Mike, what I'm
Creativity
saying.
is crazy.
The
Like,
only person I could say like I can't move around is Stevie. You know what I'm saying, for Black Legends. Like, thank God we still got Stevie, but nah, she's in that conversation, like for
no,
sure.
she
Uh,
is. She
no,
is.
look, for the record, no one's arguing with you on that.
I know
Yeah,
you feel the tension. I'm like,
we
in
felt
another
that
thing.
one.
And it's
Well,
like
my heart got shot from the beginning when you was talking
it's
about
like,
Pac. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, overrated.
guys,
I can see his style is not for everybody,
No,
and he
but
had a very short
I,
run. He only had 5 years. You know what I'm
it's a
saying?
whole thing, though. Like the whole thing was almost like an act because he was a theater kid. Like, be you.
Who in the music industry isn't a theater kid though? Like, we got
Look,
to stop.
a lot of people, but they out here acting like him. But at the end of the day, I feel like he did make some good songs. I feel like when they put him in like the top three, it's like, are y'all saying that because unfortunately he passed away? You have no other choice, or do you really feel like he's in the tops? Like, I don't think he's in the
Yeah,
tops. I feel
it,
like
I
he would have been a
feel
great
like
activist or actor, but
yeah. I mean, sheesh.
y'all, let's
Yeah,
be
it,
for
it,
real.
if Pac would have survived the car shooting, he would have been Degrassi. He would have been Jimmy.
Oh. Oh. See, you can't even say nothing about it. I ain't say that.
Yeah. No, Jay gonna say something wild. That's crazy.
Now
Bro.
he gonna be
No,
paralyzed. Now he will share Jimmy.
I will. The only
But
thing I will say is like, he died at 25, and his skill level compared to everybody else around 95, 96. I feel like he could make so many versatile songs that a lot of artists couldn't make, let alone rappers, like just musicians in general. He had songs that made you cry. He had songs about his mom. He had songs about, community. He had songs about mobbing on folks. Like, as he
very
like got
different.
to the end of his
Also,
life,
I get around.
he gets around. Like, but his last like offerings, I feel like the Machiavelli projects was like like it's like one of the rare just 99 overall rappers. I feel like there are certain projects where you're like, this guy's in the zone, and every artist experiences throughout the time. I feel like Kanye, when he got to late registration,
Who,
going into
who's that
graduate, I was like,
Alice?
oh no, he is in the zone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's one person I love Kanye.
My
Like I love
Twisted Fantasy is one of my favorites.
You
you
said which
know,
one?
Twisted Fantasy.
yeah, yeah.
Mine, yeah, okay,
The
yeah. Mine
Kanye
is
opinion,
graduation.
I feel like
Then
he's
like
super. I feel like he's insane. Actually, you know what I'm saying?
he's a
Um,
music. He's a creative genius.
he is a creative genius, and
I mean,
I
he's
remember like before the College Dropout came out, I used to like get the bootleg mixtapes, like Freshman Adjustment, and I was like, oh, he's coming, he's coming. He's produced for Jay-Z, like just getting to see his entire career. But I would say, all the comments that he's made, just on the social side, it's hard for me to separate the art and the artist. Like if I can't rock with you as a person,
Mhm.
I don't want to hear what music you got. And even that goes back to like some of my favorite songs that I've always listened to.
I'm starting to be like that too with some
I
people.
struggle with that.
I will
Yeah.
say I am a little biased though. I just a tad with some, but not too much. I'm starting to be like that. There's
Yeah.
some where it's like, don't play that around
Like,
here.
some of those artists are like, you're saying if you're saying that about Kanye, then there's some others like Michael Jackson and R. Kelly. It's kind of hard to
Michael,
come
they
on.
said Michael.
Michael was acquitted. You know what I'm saying? But
They were
yeah,
lying. But listen, see, we about to go down a rabbit
Look, I'm just
hole.
saying,
hey, listen,
look,
listen.
you're off the top. What was off the top and it was hot. We got to
Yeah.
move on, Aleecia.
That's
Okay,
going to
yeah,
project
that's all
us into
right.
our next ventures. Aleecia, thank you so much for your opinion. We're going to go
No
platinum off
problem.
your unfiltered
We
takes. The last
should have a
thing that
debate
we'll,
in the comments too. They
yeah, please comment your unfiltered opinion. If you can match her energy, I feel like that's going to be extremely hard. But yeah, let us know, what you guys are thinking. Give us some raw stuff so we'll talk about it.
Okay.
We're going to end this episode with um our stacking is important.
Mhm.
Our boy
Make
Willie,
sure
when we had him on, he told everybody use your phone calendar. Like, let's stop playing, people. Like, start putting
That's a
stuff on
good
your
one. No,
calendar.
for real.
What's something that you can really project to the people? He's like, hey, if I can leave you with something, let me leave you with this. Like,
If I can leave you with something, I would say forget about perfection and everything trying to be perfect. Use what you have now and Google, YouTube, TikTok. You can figure out a skill any kind of way. A lot of stuff that I did all the way up to maybe this year, I did it on an iPhone. Everything I've done through my iPhone. So use what you got now. Don't worry about everything being perfect, having to have the perfect lighting and the perfect camera and the perfect get it done. Because if you're gonna wait till you're perfect, you're never gonna do it. But that don't mean drop no bullshit now. Still try.
there's a
But
difference between the
there's a
quality.
difference between just doing anything and then really trying your best with what you have. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think that is the key.
Thank you so much,
Resources,
Alicia.
and that.
I hope we, hey man, get the sound effect, get the applause going. Apollo,
brownsugarco.co.
Brown Sugar Co.
Yes.
Alicia, where can they find you on all your socials?
So you can follow my website. You can go on my website, like you said, brownsugarco.co, or you can follow me on Instagram, brownsugar_co. On there, you can get a lot of tips, tricks, products, where I'm going to be doing pop-ups or any new products that be dropping soon. So those are my main two that you can follow me.
Whew, another
Perfect.
banger.
I appreciate
Another
y'all. This
banger.
is fun.
Yeah,
This is
hey, we
short. We
got
gotta do a part two. We gotta do another one.
hey, we got you. So we got you.
Now loading. Everyone, thank you so much. Stay stacking. This is a Steady Paper podcast. This is Brown Sugar Co. Aleecia's in the building. Thank you so much. I am your boy. I am JDiggs is my IG. Shard, tell them.
It's your boy Shard, Wilson Sells ATL. Like, share, subscribe, follow everybody that you see, and keep stacking this bread, man, to the end.